There's a voice you've been listening to, and it's not your own. It's not God's either. It's the voice of someone else's fear, whispering in your ear, shaping your thoughts, and holding your potential hostage. They said it couldn't be done. They said it's too risky. They said they wouldn't do it. And somehow, you made their fear your truth. But you gotta stop. You gotta take your voice back. Because you can't allow someone else's fears to dictate your decisions. Let's be honest. Most people mean well. They love you. They want to protect you. But sometimes, protection sounds a lot like prevention. Because fear loves to wear the costume of wisdom. Be careful. Play it safe. Don't get your hopes up. But when you live under the weight of their worries, you'll shrink your dream to fit their comfort zone. You were not called to make people feel comfortable. You were called to be courageous. Why are they so afraid? Because your dream is unfamiliar to them. And people fear what they don't understand. They've never seen someone like you do something like this, so they assume it's not possible. But don't let their limited vision put boundaries on your unlimited potential. God didn't give them your assignment. He gave it to you. And when God gives a vision, He doesn't send it to a committee. That's why you can't wait for consensus before you move. Faith doesn't need permission. It just needs obedience. Every time you hesitate because of someone else's fear, you delay your own destiny. You put your life on hold for people who won't even remember what they said 6 months from now. Some of you are still waiting on approval from people who never had the courage to do what you're trying to do. And the longer you wait, the harder it gets. Not because your dream died, but because your confidence did. Let me say it plainly. You don't owe their fear your future. You can be scared and still start. You can be unsure and still move. You can have critics and still commit. The most powerful moment in your life is when you decide to move forward, even when no one else gets it. When you say, "I hear your concern, but I have to follow what's in my spirit. I respect your opinion, but I have to obey my purpose." That's when things begin to shift. That's when heaven responds. That's when your life begins to change. You've been equipped. You've been prepared. You've survived too much to be stopped now by someone else's fear. They don't know what God whispered to you in the dark. They didn't see the vision. They didn't feel the fire. And they're not going to be the ones standing in your shoes when it's time to give account for what you did with the life you were given. So stop handing over the pen and letting others write your story. It's yours. Take it back. This is your time. This is your decision, and it has to be yours. Let their fear stay theirs. You take your faith and go forward. Because the world doesn't need more safe people. It needs more bold people, willing to walk in purpose no matter what. You can't allow someone else's fears to dictate your decisions. Not today. Not anymore. Now get up and go become everything they said you couldn't.